What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Footy with an Edge. I'm sorry for the delay today, man. I had a few things going on. Obviously, it's Christmas Eve, so I apologize in advance. Thank you guys for waiting so much. We already have Ayush here in the chat. Ayush, how you doing, man? He says, anyone watching Cote d'Ivoire play? I am not, but I would love to go take a look. Let me just look at this right now. Let's go. AFCON. Algeria beat Sudan 3-0 today. We have Ivory Coast versus Mozambique. So it's going to be the Diomande and Amad Diallo watch, which is super interesting. And Nigeria and Tanzania, that was yesterday. And we also have Onana hate watch / Mbumo love watch, I guess, if you want to call it that. Yeah, what's up, guys? Mr. J Rizzle says, "What's up?" Shaylin says, "Late." Yep, yes, sir. I'm late. I'm sorry, guys. There must be like a bunch of dust in my room or something, dude. I've been sneezing all day. Maybe I'm allergic to some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But guys, we filmed the Three Devils episode today, and that should be an interesting one for you guys to watch. We had a little bit of a spicy Bruno debate. You guys know where I stand on the Bruno situation. So we'll see what everybody thinks once that video is out. Jay Rizzle says, "Is there a chance our players come back early if they get knocked out in the group stage?" Yeah, absolutely. Drod, we need Ederson or Neves and Jan. Yes, sir, we do. Drod says, "Hey guys, yeah, at least buy me dinner first, bro." Welcome, brother, from Ethiopia. I'm watching your videos daily. Yes, sir. Thank you. You were here a couple of videos ago. I remember you. Thank you so much for joining. Are you from Addis Ababa? Where are you from in Ethiopia? Are you from the capital? Somewhere else? Always love to learn about different cities in some countries that are outside North America. Guys, okay, so we'll just Jay Rizzle says, next question, is that likely? Okay, let me just pull up the chat properly so I can see everything that you guys are saying. Is there a chance our players come back early if they get knocked out in the group stage? Next question, is that likely? Listen, we'll see how Onana performs today against Gabon, and maybe we have Agent Onana that helps us. Bruno's forever. He'll play for United till he retires and then takes over coaching from Amram. Yeah, I think Ayush Semix has a spicy take for you in today's video, which will be interesting. But I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in, and then we'll get started. You're from Bahir Dar. Okay, I need to look up where that is. Bahir Dar. It's a city in the north, leading tourist destinations in Ethiopia with a variety of attractions in the nearby Lake Tana and Blue Nile River. Super interesting. Okay, it's kind of in the north. Yeah, it's kind of in the north. And it's right next to Lake Tana, so I can see why it's a tourist destination. Very nice. Rishi saying Indonesia. What are you saying Indonesia for, bro? Jay Rizzle says, what's your plans for tomorrow? Yeah, first of all, guys, can we just say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody that's watching, man. I hope you guys get to spend some time with your loved ones. I hope you guys get to enjoy the festive season, because, you know, it's very important, man. We go through life at 100 miles an hour, especially with the job market uncertainty that's there right now, which is, you know, everyone's worried about AI and what it's going to do, et cetera, et cetera. So everyone's focused on doing 10 things at once, trying to just stay relevant. So, you know, sometimes you got to turn around and just say, I'm thankful for what I have, thankful for who I have in my life, and just be happy to be around those folks who bring you joy on a daily basis. So I think sometimes, you know, sometimes you just gotta take it easy, take a chill pill, and use these days as an opportunity to appreciate what you have and who you're with. Was Rishi saying question mark for? Why'd you say Indonesia? Bahir Dar, he said he's from Ethiopia. Isn't Neves on like 350K? Not sure the wage structure will allow it. So he's going to take a wage cut to come to the Premier League. Nobody's going to give him the same wage he makes at Saudi Arabia. Okay, cool, guys. Looks like it's because it's Christmas Eve. Maybe it's a little bit more of a chill stream. So I'm just gonna go through the info that I have here. Let me make sure. Am I extra cut out here? Hold on a second. Okay, no, this is fine. Good evening. Good evening, Kanya. Nice to see you. Hope you're having. You sound like you're feeling better. Yes, sir. More energetic for sure. Having a good time. Just enjoying life. Trying to appreciate. Everything that's in my life. For sure. On this Christmas Eve. Cool, guys. So January and summer markets are going to be more important than most years because we have the World Cup coming up in 2026, which means we're barely going to get enough time before and after the World Cup to get signings done. The weight ceilings, PSR, squad cost ratio, all of these things mean that free agents are no longer just a backup plan, they're a real strategy. And United can't really outbid elite clubs on wages right now. So, can we actually fix the midfield without spending transfer fees? And who actually fits what we're trying to do? That's the real question. So let me just let me pull up some players here for you guys to take a look at. Let me see if I have them already pulled up here. Yes, I do. Okay. So I went into Transfermarkt and I looked at the players that are out of contract in the summer. And the idea there is, can we go get some players that would be relatively cheap for us to sign, specifically from a transfer fee perspective, and also not ask us for like 500K in wages just because we got them on a free, right? So we're actively trying to reduce our wage ceiling. We're trying to move on the high earners like Casemiro and potentially Bruno, and we're trying to avoid repeating the Sanchez style wage inflation. So with free agents, no transfer fee, higher signing bonus or wages instead, and more control over squad balance. And elite clubs like City, Madrid, and Bayern already exploit this market aggressively, right? So who is in the player shortlist when it comes to free agents that we could either get now or look at in the summer as well? Let me start with the first guy, which is somebody we've already talked about before. And that guy, I have to go back for his stats now. Okay. That guy, I know I'm really building up the suspense here. That guy is Ruben Neves. Okay. Ruben Neves is somebody whose contract expires in the summer. He is making around 300K plus in Saudi Arabia right now per week. So for him, if he comes back to the Premier League, I think we probably pay him somewhere like 150, maybe 180 with bonuses included. And I think he can still do a solid job in the Premier League. He is tactically versatile enough to make it work either in the defense, in the midfield as well. And Ayush side panel, I literally had no time to prep the side panel today, man. I'm sorry. That's on me. I literally had to just go live. I was 6 minutes into just making the show, so I couldn't put it up. That's my bad. My apologies. But so today we're going to have to do it without the agenda. I know. Shocking. But anyways, we have Ruben Neves, who is a good progressive passer, tactically versatile player to play different roles in the defensive side of things, right? He can't really maraud forward that much. He doesn't have the legs for it. But he does have the physicality. He does have defensive nous. He still does play for Portugal. And listen, none of these guys are first choice players, right? So I'm not saying this guy's going to come in and solve our midfield problems. Obviously not. But the idea is we need to basically look at this guy as someone that can fix a hole for us, right? Fix a gap for us, and for that reason, I think it's potentially exciting. The next player that I'm going to look at is let me pull him up for you. Let's see. Yeah, next player here is somebody that plays for Feyenoord, and maybe if we have what's it called, Vinny joining us later in the show, we can talk about this guy because he's actually quite interesting, right? And for me, I haven't heard anybody else talk about him, and I'm very surprised about that because this guy is Quinton Timber. Quinton Timber is Urian Timber's brother. He's his younger brother. He's only 24 years old, and he is his contract is expiring in the summer. He plays for Feyenoord right now, and his stats are very good. Right, he's a very good progressive passer, decent progressive carries, decent successful take-ons, touches in the attacking penalty box. Very good for progressive passes received. So this guy is very much an all-action box-to-box midfielder. He's about 5'10.5", so half an inch taller than Bruno, I think, and definitely a little bit more physical than Bruno as well. He's got very good shot-creating actions also. This guy on Transfermarkt is only worth 25 million, and I think currently, what is he making in terms of wages? Let me just go to Capology and look him up. Capology. Let's go search Quinton Timber. See, Quinton Timber is making 22,000 euros per week. In pounds, that is 20,000. 20,000 pounds per week is all he's making. So we could offer him 80K, 100K, something like that. A very good wage that could give him a big step up, like 4x his wages. And this could be a huge move for him, right? And obviously, he already has his brother playing in the UK as well. So I think I really like this guy. Looking at his stats, it does look very good. I know it's the Eredivisie, and maybe we only get 70% of that in the Premier League, but 70% of what he has right now is still very good, right? So if we look at his stats here, Quinton Timber, great shot. So maybe I'll just start a poll here and see what you guys think about this. Let's see. And who else did I have here? Okay. How the hell do you spell his name? And last guy is this one. Okay. So I'm going to hold off on this poll till I actually get through all the players, but I've created it and kept it ready for you guys. Okay. So the second guy I mentioned is Quinton Timber, and I think this is definitely interesting. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about Quinton Timber. And please also like the stream, guys. Come on, let's spread some Christmas love around by liking the stream. I appreciate you guys. The next guy I want to talk about is Weston McKennie. I know, shock horror. We're recommending an American player to come play for us, but Weston McKennie this year, guys, is been doing pretty well, right? He's been playing mostly as a fullback. That's why he's listed against fullbacks here. But if we just go for his last 365 days, and compare him to midfielders, you see that he's a very decent box-to-box midfielder, right? And he's kind of like a pit bull. He's decent on the ball. He's got a goal in him. And he's out of contract. And what is he, like 27 years old? So I really look at this guy and I say we could go get him, pay him 70, 80,000 pounds a week and have him be a very good squad player. I think he's definitely better than Ugarte, much more versatile. And he's 6'1", so definitely has the physicality. He can get around the park. He's got energy. I think this is a clear upgrade on Ugarte within our squad, and somebody that we can probably even go to Juventus right now and say, guys, just give us we'll give you 5 million and we'll take his wages off your book. Like, would you want to sell him to us? I think this is a very good shout, and one that we should definitely be looking at. So Weston McKennie's my next shout, guys. Let me know in the live chat what you guys think. The last guy is going to be a little surprising to everybody because it's Leon Goretzka. Leon Goretzka is out of contract at Bayern Munich. He makes a lot of money in terms of pounds per week. It's 220,000 pounds in base salary. But Munich haven't renewed his contract because they don't want to pay him that wage. They don't think he's worth that. So I think we could go, try to get him on a 2-3 year contract. And I checked his injury history as well. Since 2021, 2022, he's actually been fairly safe from injuries. Bayern, for whatever reason, aren't really playing him that much. He does have almost 900 minutes this year, so he is kind of Nelson, go check his injury history though. Like, I checked his injury history today. He's not really that injury prone. I thought so too before I looked at it. Let me see here. If I go to injury history, you look at this in the last season, the season before that, and the season before that. So last 3 seasons, he has only missed a grand total of 16 games, right? That's basically like 20 on average, like 25 days a year. That's not really that injury prone. And before that, in 2021 and 2021 and 21-22, he was very injury prone, right? But since then, he has fixed it up. He's only had 2 or 3 small injuries every year, and I don't think he's going to be that big a concern. I think Bayern want to move on from Goretzka because he was their main guy for such a long time that he's not their main guy anymore. But he's got a very good, he's very physical, Rinchat. He's a very physical player that would fit into the Premier League in terms of physicality very well. And I'm telling you guys, he's going to go to one of the smaller clubs, much like Granit Xhaka went to Sunderland. If we don't go for him, he's going to go to one of those clubs. And I think, 130, 150 type of wage, I think he comes to United because 150,000 pounds is not that much lower than what he's making now for being a part of a squad, right? So I think we can still get like a 3-year contract out of him. And Bayern probably don't need that much money to help us get out of the Bayern team, right? So if we want to offer them something now to go get him or do a pre-contract agreement with him, I think this is a solid option because listen, we need some experience, right? We can't just what's it called? We can't just go get brand new players out of the box. Like, we're not in that position financially to do that. So I think this is a good shout. So guys, I'm going to start a poll now with the 4 players that we've discussed. Do you want Ruben Neves? Do you want Quinton Timber? Do you want Weston McKennie? Or do you want Leon Goretzka? That's the real question. So I've put it in the chat now. And like I said, guys, please drop a like on the stream. It really helps us out. It's Christmas Eve. We're live here today. We're going to be live tomorrow as well on Christmas Day because the content never stops. We're going to be here. And I want you guys to show some love for my wife in the chat as well because she's so supportive of me and what we're trying to do here with the channel because she always kind of just lets me get on with it. And I'm sure you guys have somebody that you love and care about in your lives, and I'm sure they're just as supportive as my wife is. So let's W wife in the chat for sure. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna say W wife, W loved ones. Let's go, bang bang. But okay, so let's see some of the votes. Looks like we have 33% on Ruben Neves, 27% each on Quinton Timber and Leon Goretzka, and 13% on Weston McKennie. So not a lot of people liking the American names. M. Giscope says W wife, thank you, sir. Ayush says I'd abstain from Quinton, don't want no Arsenal spies in the dressing room. How do you know it won't be United spies in the Arsenal dressing room? Sudan says W family, W friends, and loved ones. I think if this is the same Sudan, he sent me a very nice message on Discord today. So W Siddhant as well. Because thank you for the kind words, man. He just reached out to me and he said, I love what you're doing. And he just wanted to wish me a Merry Christmas. So thank you so much. Thanks, Mrs. Footy, or does she prefer Mrs. Edge? I think she prefers I did less of the content creation and spent more time with her, but she's very supportive. So I think Mrs. Footy is just fine. But let me see. You guys are talking about loose Agume, right? I've heard about the Agume name a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen him play a whole lot, so it's hard for me to have a concrete opinion on him, but we can look at the stats and try to make our minds up here. I'll give you that context. So based on what I'm seeing here, decent progressive passing, very good defensive numbers, plays for Cameroon as well. Oh, hold on. Does he play for France or Cameroon? Lucien Agume. French footballer. Okay. He why is this in French, bro? The hell? English. Okay, he's played for France under 21. Looks like he doesn't play for any international team yet. But he is French by terms of passport. Interesting. Okay. Amjascope says Agume is not mobile enough. He looks slow on the pitch. Your opinion on Lewis Cook from Bournemouth in Man United? Is it Lewis Cook or is it Alex Scott? Isn't Lewis Cook the old guy? Or do you mean Lewis Cook from Newcastle, maybe? I'm confused now. Isn't Lewis Cook from Newcastle? Oh, you mean this guy? There's like Alex Scott, Lewis Cook. There's so many close names, dude. I keep messing them up. Lewis Cook, he's a little slow. I know he's very versatile. He plays at right back as well for them. Let me look at Lewis Cook's numbers. Let's see. Yeah, like there's not much going on here in terms of something. Yeah, Lewis Smiley. There you go. You know what I mean, dude? These interchangeable names. It's crazy. Harry Wilson, anyone? No, I wouldn't really go near Harry Wilson, to be honest. Sorry about that. Alex Scott too. Yeah. Yep. Sunsport recently posted a video on the guy. Video on whom? Agume? Who are you guys talking about? Rod says WYFW life for sure. Yes, sir. Drewster says WYF. Thank you guys for the love. Okay, there's one more guy, guys, that I haven't talked about, and that is may surprise some of you guys, and that's Matteo Guendouzi. This guy at Lazio is actually doing a decent job, and if we look at this season, let me go here. Look at 2025 Serie A. He's been doing a pretty decent job for them, right? He's played almost 1,300 minutes and decent progressive passing, decent pass completion. He's played in the Premier League before. He is a bit of a head loss merchant, but Guendouzi is on contract till 2028, I believe, and he's making about 32,000 euros per week, which is 28,000 pounds per week. And I actually think Guendouzi may not be a bad shout for us. Right, we probably get him out of Lazio for 20 million or something like that. And I think he could be a decent squad player. He's a much better passer, much better on the ball than Ugarte is. And I don't think this is the worst shot in the world. Nelson says we're cooked as a club. Give us some more. Bigger transfer news is Shaylin being part of a non-live video. Nelson sources say is jealous. Yes, sir. I think Nelson's looking to sign Shaylin as his agent, or Shaylin's looking to Nelson as his agent so he can maybe get to a bigger channel. Because Shaylin's too good for us, guys. Steve says I'd go Quinton Timber. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, since we're talking about Christmas and Christmas trees, why not go get some timber, right? Ba-dum-tsh. Gallagher is a better option. Better option than whom? Rinchat. What is Rinchat saying? Ruben Neves is not fast enough for Premier League. That's a concern. Showcast says Bournemouth players have so many similar names. I know, dude. It's crazy. Nelson, why are we cooked as a club, bro? Give us some more. I'm waiting at the edge of my seat to hear the rest of your point. Nelson is my agent for sure. Yeah, that means you're gonna get injured or not gonna get game time anymore as soon as you signed Nelson. He said it himself. Where's the B Tech brothers? They're gonna join soon, I'm sure. I'm not sure I would sign Nelson as my agent. Doesn't he represent Kobe? Not doing great right now. Well, he was also representing Baleba before. Rai Brambino says Gallagher's a better option than Guendouzi. Yeah, but Gallagher's going to be more expensive to sign. He's going to cost us 30 million, I think, and we have to pay 200K in wages. Jay Rizzle says, "Do you think Locatelli could be good for us? No idea his contract situation, but he was such a baller for Italy." I've seen Locatelli get mentioned a decent amount. Let me go pull him up. Let me go satellite radio. Locatelli, Manuel Locatelli. Right. He is on 120,000 pounds or 100,000 GBP. Sorry, 120,000 euros. His numbers do look really good, and I know he is a pretty good CDM, like pretty highly rated. He's 27 years old. I mean, his stats look insane. this guy's stats look like he's the best DM in the world, dude. Look at these numbers, guys. Look at Locatelli's numbers. He's got 98th percentile for passes attempted versus midfielders in Serie A. 87th percentile for pass completion, 95th percentile for progressive passes, 3 tackles, almost 2 interceptions, 1 block, 2.5 clearances, 1.4 aerials, 1. He is 6'1", 165 pounds. So not the strongest in the world, but I still think this guy could be pretty good for us. You look at his passing stats, right? Everything is like checking the box here. Let's see. Medium passes decent. Long passes also decent. Passes into the final third. 10 passes into the final third per game. I mean, this guy could be doing a portion of the Bruno stuff that we want him to do, right? Because Bruno has a lot of passes into the final third every game. No, Nelson, we're just evaluating whether he'd be a good fit, whether we get him or not. I mean, half the players we try to go get, we're never going to go get, right? So, decent progressive passing numbers as well. What else? Pass completion. Very good defensive numbers. Shots blocked also decent. Tackles and interceptions, 96th percentile. And then decent carries as well. Progressive carrying distance. So he can move forward with the ball at feet. Yeah, so very impressive player, but I think Nelson made a good point. He's Juve's captain. There's no chance we're going to get him. So that's a fair point. Let's see. Berminator says Cavani and Ibra were one of our best signings per Sir Alex, they were free transfers. Cavani looked really good when he played for us. He was too injury prone, and Ibrahimovic gave us one very good season. So I'll agree with Ibrahimovic there. But he was also injury prone right after that first season. So that's the other concern with him. But yeah, decent shouts. I mean, both of them were kind of did the best that they could. Let's see. He played in a 5 at the back system for Italy. No idea if Juve ever do. I bet McTominay's numbers are also good in Serie A. They are, but I think Locatelli's numbers look a lot better than McTominay's as well. Ugo Chukwu from Burnley's pretty decent. Isn't he a Chelsea player on loan to Burnley? Leslie Ugo Chukwu. Okay, never mind. I guess they sold him to Burnley. 6'3". Came through the youth team at Rennes. Went to went to Chelsea for 23 million. Sorry guys, a little sleepy. And then Southampton loan, and then signed for Burnley. He is of Igbo Nigerian descent and holds dual nationality. Interesting. Let me look at his numbers here. Ugo Chukwu. Yeah, I mean, he does not pass the ball forward at all. This is like, I'm gonna say pass. Pass on Ugo Chukwu. Sorry. I don't recognize my club anymore. Losing transfer battles. Ratcliffe. Go money inject nahi karna. Wilcox. Okay, this guy speaking in Hindi says Ratcliffe doesn't want to inject money. Wilcox doesn't want to sign a midfielder. Omar Barada wants to sign 17-year-old youth players. Dal dal ban gaya. What does that mean? I'm trying to understand this. I mean, I understand Hindi, bro. What do you mean that dal dal ban gaya? Interesting. We got some Indian supporter at midnight going off on our leadership, but I appreciate it. It's definitely concerning that we're losing out on players. What about Camavinga? Can we get him? Injury concerns are the main thing with Camavinga. Steve says, Andy, what do you consider the most important aspect for a midfielder? By the way, guys, the lines are open, so I'm going to share the StreamYard chat. We already have Robert here waiting, so I'm going to bring him on first. If I pinned it, is this good? Yeah, it's good. So what was I saying? What do you consider the most important aspect for a midfielder? I think for me, are you saying in general or for United? I'm going to assume you mean for United. I think right now, in Ruben Amorim's system, we need somebody who can be a ball carrier, right? We haven't had a ball carrier as a midfielder for a long time. Somebody who can do a little bit of everything, but I think specifically I'd be optimizing for someone who has the energy and who can get up and down with the ball at his feet and also without the ball at his feet, right? So like a box-to-box midfielder is what we really need. If we got two box-to-box midfielders to play in this Ruben Amorim system, we'd be amazing. We'd just be insane. 1-0 Ahmad, Ivory Coast. Very nice. Let's see. AFCON. Let's go. Diomande is playing on the other side. We've got I can actually probably put the game on. Hold on. Let's watch the game. Why not? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me just get the game on in the background, and then we'll talk to our Kenyan brother who's waiting in the background. Oh, where did Robert go? Robert, if you're still watching, bro, come join the StreamYard. I'll bring you on. Let's have a conversation. Okay, I've got the AFCON on now. Let's go. Okay. Mozambique versus Cote d'Ivoire. That Reinildo guy, who used to play for Atletico and now plays for Forest, I think. That guy is hey Robert. Man. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Robert?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Are you watching AFCON?
Not really, because I'm currently I was just cooking, so I'm just chilling.
Okay. Ahmad just scored for Cote d'Ivoire against
Oh,
Mozambique.
yeah. I've seen. I've got a notification from football.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll be honest. These guys have. I looked at Guendouzi last summer. I actually wanted Guendouzi because he's been goodish for the past few times, and he's got that dog in him. So I loved Guendouzi. Also, Locatelli is actually good. I don't get what people are saying about his numbers because it's Syria. It's not because it's Syria. He's actually a really good player. I've been following him since he was at. Is it Sassuolo?
Yeah.
So I don't know about this midfielders because it's difficult. And also the video which you had in the morning, the second one.
Yeah.
Which you were saying that we'll have to.
Robert, can you speak a little closer to your mic because the voice is a little low?
Oh yeah. So what I'm saying is we'll have to find the hidden gems in case we miss out on Anderson and Wharton.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether Ineos will be able to do it because I'm also scratching my head looking for midfielders around. It's actually kind of difficult finding good midfielders and good players for us. And I don't even know which kind of midfielder we could get because also Ruben Neves, I've looked at him, but he's more of a Casemiro replacement. I don't see him as a Bruno replacement, but his passing is really, really good. But for me, the way I understand Amorim's system is that he needs two carrileros instead of two box to box, so that we can have freedom for the wing backs. The same way when Liverpool had Wijnaldum, you could have Trent and Salah just be properly attacking. You remember that midfield pairing that Liverpool had? The reason
they had Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Fabinho, almost like three very defensive-minded central midfielders.
Yes, and this is why I want us to sign Anderson and Baleba because I see Anderson and Baleba being able to do such roles, the same roles which Ji-Sung Park. There's this dude from Italy in the 2006 World Cup? He was playing for Roma. I don't remember his name, but he was a proper carrilero. Same with Valverde. These guys they're not really box to box. You could call them box to box, but they're box to box sideways. That's what I think Amorim really wants. So I don't want to say that we look for one deploying playmaker, one box to box. It will be kind of off. I want us to look, because I'm looking at players who can shuttle across the pitch. Guys like Kante, Ji-Sung Park.
Players who can cover a lot of ground, right? So that's why I like Lamine Camara so much. I think Lamine Camara at Monaco, he would be so good for us. I actually think he might even be better than Baleba. Because Baleba, the issue is he's been so bad this season that you worry a little bit how good he will be once he comes to us, right?
Yeah, I also love Kamara, but then again, is he right-footed or left-footed?
He's right-footed, yes. He's right-footed.
Yes. So the reason I wanted us to sign Baleba, or I still want us to sign Baleba, is because he's left-footed. There's not a huge number of midfielders who are really left-footed, unless you find somebody who is close to being two-footed. And also, the reason why I've never seen many working for us in this Amorim system is because Amorim wants midfielders who also understand when to go up, when to go down, to maintain the structure of the team. So Anderson is the one who fits the profile most. Some people say they want Wharton, but I don't think Wharton really fits it. But Anderson, because he's kind of Steven Gerrard. He's got that Steven Gerrard in him where he can do basically almost every single thing. He can score for you, he can pass, he can carry with the ball. So maybe Ederson, but then again, I don't see us signing a midfielder because also I'm not really worried about us losing Bruno, but I'm still worried. It's just that the problem with our team is that we don't have problem with creating shots or chances. Our problem is mainly due to structure, because I've been the past few times, because yesterday and today, like I was creating this up and down, I was looking at the kind of goals we are conceding, and I'm like, all these goals, we are in very comfortable situations where if you do your due diligence with these players doing what they're supposed to do, you're like, these guys, what are these guys doing? So for me, I think with Bruno out of the team, we will gain control of games, but then again, it's going to be difficult to see out because you don't have
Yeah,
that.
but you're gonna get
factor.
control, but it's gonna be about the chance creation, right? That's the concern. Like I understand that there's a time where we have to get rid of Bruno, and without him, we there's a chance that we can get to a higher ceiling, right? Because we're not forced to play the way that Bruno wants to play the game, right? So
Yes.
I understand that. I think I had the same problem with Marcus Rashford, because with Marcus Rashford being one of our best players, we were forced to be a counter-attacking team, which we can't do till Rashford was here. So I understand that, but also the concern is even right now, even with the 4 games or whatever that Bruno's going to miss, because I think the club said he's going to be back for the Manchester City game.
Yes.
I don't see in those games how we're going to create chances, because if you look at the Villa game, we took so many chances from outside the box, and that's because we're missing Bruno. We don't have anybody to create the chances in the final third or move the ball quick enough.
No. I think we can actually create chances because these players you've got Cunha, who's his shot creating numbers are not as good as Bruno's because Bruno is like 6.7, 6.5 shot creating actions per 90. Cunha is around 4.5. So if you have Cunha and Mount, these guys, I just think if you can get Cunha, Mount, and Sheshko playing on the same wavelength, I think we can have a chance. Because the problem with our team is that for us to win a game, we need to score 2 or 3 goals. That's the only way we win. We are not like Arsenal. Because Arsenal is more defensively sound. That's why even I still see them winning the league. Even though they don't have cricket scores like City, their defensive numbers are so good for the in the past 5 years for any team that is most likely going to be challenging for the league. So if by chance we can find a way to fix our structure in these few games in which Bruno is, and let's say we maintain conceding 1 goal per game, of which is close to impossible with our squad, I think it's not going to be bad, but it's still going to be bad. We'll just sometimes be holding on to seeing out the games. Sometimes it's just.
I think without Bruno in the midfield, what's going to happen is we will concede less goals, but we'll also score less goals. And so my concern is instead of drawing games 2-2 and against Forest, 2-2 against Tottenham, and 4-4 against Bournemouth, we might lose those games 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say, because you lose games, you'll find us conceding 1, then it's over for us. So we need our forward line to be so clinical, and too bad we don't have Bomo. The only
Cunha
thing
needs
that
to
will help us. Yeah, Cunha will have to step up, and I think he can, because since he came back from injury, he's slowly getting up to pace, because he's got 2 assists and a goal and 2 goals now. Or is it 1 assist and 2 goals? Either of that.
One assist and 2 goals.
Yeah, so and since he's played, is it three games? 3 games, yeah, 3 games. So
it's because his injury?
Because that's Wolves, full 90s. Wolves. He didn't play West Ham, right?
I'm pulling it up. He played West Ham. He played West Ham.
Played West Ham or came on as a sub.
Yeah, he has 3 goals and 1 assist right now, and he played the Tottenham game, then he played the West Ham game. So he missed Everton and 1 more game, Crystal Palace. Everton, Crystal Palace, he missed due to injury.
So that's 4 goal contributions in the last 4. So if he can maintain that and maintain the confidence, I think we will be able
it's
to.
three goal contributions in the last 4 games.
Yeah, and also I think we might have got Delete back. I wish you get him back, because I just keep on hearing people saying that it's a back injury and we don't know the severity of the injury. So it's kind of difficult. It's difficult to. At this point, I'm just hoping, because Newcastle, to be honest, they don't really frighten me, because they have lots and lots of tactical issues. I don't know whether people are really watching Newcastle games properly, because these guys, they have got lots of tactical issues. And as much as people say Eddie Howe is adaptive, he's not really adapted his system to his players, because these guys, when it reaches the 60th, 70th minute, they go bust. They can't press anymore. And you start finding spaces. But then again, this is United. We can only maintain our fitness for 30 games. That's why even I was not afraid of the Bournemouth and Villa games, because these teams, as we have seen, I looked at the duel winning numbers. These guys, they are not winning duels the way they were winning them last season. And knowing how Amorim is good tactically, I think we can maybe win the game. Maybe I don't know, but if you draw that Newcastle game, because for me Newcastle this season, in fact, their pressing structure is very off, and it's the same reason why I was telling you guys when you can't play for Newcastle this season, because they're pressing with this makeshift 4-5-1, and as good as as hardworking as Oldamada is, they are finding it difficult to press teams, and it's really hurting them this season. They are not the same team which were blowing teams away in St. James Park.
Yeah.
The holes are popping here and there, because what they did in the summer is they just raised the floor of the team, not the quality of the team. They are typically the same team with more games playing. They're just, that's what I can say in Newcastle.
Guys, whoever's watching the Ivory Coast game, what do you think about Jenny Katamo, the right winger for Mozambique? He looks like pretty decent in terms of the dribbling and stuff like that. He plays for Sporting, I think, as a right winger. He looks like a very decent, like low center of gravity type of player. See, we have Nelson's client here. Guys, you guys got to turn on your cameras, man. I can't be the only one on camera here. Come on. I know Shaunik's got a camera. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I just didn't notice that I was in the room. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Are you watching AFCON?
Actually, I was watching a stream. I was watching the stream as well as this. But yeah.
Yeah. Because I just have AFCON open on the right hand side. Who is Nelson's client? Reveal yourself. Hello?
They give him a second.
Oh, okay. But Robert, who you think's winning AFCON this year?
Senegal. Senegal are the ones who their team is.
Oh, they're the best team. That's a boring answer. Give me a better answer than Senegal.
And Senegal. Actually, I haven't really followed this AFCON this year as much. I don't. Maybe Ghana. I don't know. Ghana is not even there. I don't know. I don't know. I've not been following AFCON because of. It's actually
yeah, no shit. You have to say Ghana's gonna win.
I was having.
Might as well say Kenya, bro. If you're gonna make a mistake, might as well say Kenya.
No, it's just that I was having exams and it was difficult following football for me a while. So I haven't checked the teams, but maybe Ivory Coast or Nigeria.
Ivory Coast? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Same with me.
I think I was listening to Talk of the Devils and they had a shout for what's it called? Cameroon as well. They're saying Cameroon is going to be an annoying team to play against, and we'll see Cameroon today at 3 p.m. There we go. We have Nelson's client on camera.
No, Cameroon actually playing at the moment. Oh no, yeah, in the next few hours.
Yeah, Cameroon's playing against Gabon. Ayush says it's Cote d'Ivoire that's winning it. Yeah, Yandi Omande, player of the tournament, and then signs for United. How about
actually, a shout for you guys. Do you guys know this kid, Mamadou, is it Sangar?
I've heard somebody mentioned him today. Let me see. Mamadou Sangare, Malian footballer.
Yes.
What does he play? He played for Lens in France. Let's see.
I think he's actually a good one. Maybe if somebody gets there, maybe we could check on him.
I'm just looking at it. Hold on.
Oh, he's still young.
Mamadou Sangare. He's 23. What do you like about him?
He's got. I watched this game and he was giving me Lamine Camara vibes. Somebody who plays like Sekou Kone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why not just go get Lamine Kamara then?
No, I was just tired of the Kobe Mainoo drama. So I was just looking at midfielders and I was like, this guy is even better than Mainoo, and guys are out here kind of for Mainoo. So I was just trying to
But to be fair, he'll be a lot cheaper than Kamara.
Kamara. Yes.
Yeah.
But
He
I don't
does
think
have a
he's
contract
at the
till
same
2030. I think probably like 40 million we can go get him. 30 to 40 million, something like that. He doesn't have a lot in terms of goals and assists going forward, but he is pretty decent in terms of his dribbling. He is very good in terms of his defensive ability. Just on the ball questions. We have the agent and the player joining us. What's up,
I
guys?
needed representation on this. Well.
Yeah, let's Robert. Shame on you, man. I'm gonna ask the other Kenyan in the chat about his AFCON thoughts. I bet you he has. He's gonna tell me which players to put in my FPL based on AFCON.
Are you assessing which teams are going to win or which players?
Just the floor is yours, man. Tell us about AFCON because there's 2 games today.
Yeah.
That I'm interested in. One is the Côte d'Ivoire, and the very next game is Cameroon Gabon.
Cameroon are really good, like very, very good. So, but Gabon have
which squad of Cameroon? Squad 1, squad 2? Which one's better?
It depends if Onana plays. So if Onana plays, Gabon has a chance. If he doesn't,
it's all dependent.
Whichever coach picked
like
Onana in the squad is a United fan for sure.
Yeah. But Cameroon should win. Gabon does have a really... Yeah, Cameroon should win the game. Ivory Coast is so much better than Mozambique.
Oh, I thought you meant win AFCON. Okay.
Oh no, winning AFCON is Morocco. There's no way they lose at home.
Morocco, yeah.
No chance.
There's a lot of good teams though, right? Because I've heard a lot of shouts. Senegal is the highest ranked FIFA team.
Which is weird because Morocco got to the semi-finals of the World Cup.
Or actually, no, hold on. Morocco is the
Morocco's number one.
Morocco is 11th, I think.
Yeah, then
That's
Senegal.
actually a hot take.
Yeah, then
A hot take. I think AFCON is more competitive than the Copa America.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not
absolutely.
even.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say Euros.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Even the
No,
Euros is
actually more than
competitive.
Euros. Yeah,
Yeah.
more than Euros too.
Actually, the Euros is not as competitive as AFCON because when you watch the Euros at times, you can't survive watching a Euros game because these guys they're into this system thing. But once you watch AFCON games, you're like, this is actually the kind of football I want to see teams play.
And it's also
and
there's
there's a
two
lot of-
top teams in Europe. It's France and Spain. And then
Yeah.
England hope that they're good, but it's
And
those two.
Germany every once in a while.
Yeah, every 4 years after they do a project, every 8
Yeah, when
years
they feel
they
like
show up.
Yeah.
And
So
also, I
guys,
think
let's
Europe
not forget there's voodoo, there's black magic, there's all of these other things. There's
There's
pitches that are
multiple factors
crazy.
you have to worry about. Yeah.
Oh, so many factors too.
And we're not even discussing the corruption that we clearly see with some of these refs. But AFCON's always elite.
I think if you go on Polymarket, I'm sure there's bets on whether the ref calls it in the 85th minute. You know. Sorry, Nelson, you were saying.
No. I'm just saying, once we get to the quarterfinals or semifinals, when Morocco's going to have to play maybe Egypt, that's going to be a really good game to watch. You will never see a ref clearly paid out than in that game. Every single foul is going to go to Morocco. Egypt is going to be a war. So, yeah. So I can't.
Why do you say that? Is that because Morocco is trying to get the World Cup bid that you talked about earlier?
No, I think Morocco and Egypt are very politically speaking, there's always been some issues there, and at the same time, Egypt have a very, very good squad. I don't know if you saw, Salah could have scored 3 goals in the first game. He just chose not to shoot. He kept trying to pass into Marmoush. I think the 3 best teams are Morocco, Egypt, and Senegal for me in this AFCON.
Morocco, Egypt, and Senegal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And those are historically the because Nigeria
And
sucks.
Nigeria.
Nigeria sucks.
What about
Nigeria are so bad. When you look at the squad
I mean,
on paper,
hold on.
they look
Robert said
elite.
that Ghana's gonna win it, so don't listen to Robert.
No, it's just that I have a lot of Nigerians in my FIP talking about AFCON and all the time they are gassing up Nigeria. So I'm like, does Nigeria have that good of a team?
Robert, they have a good team on paper. If you look at the squad, it looks elite. You look at Lookman, you're seeing Osimhen, you're seeing if Boniface is playing, they have so many good players. But then watch them play. Watch how many times they refuse to pass each other the ball, because you can clearly tell there's tension in the dressing room. Lookman does not pass to anyone. Oh, bro. Iwobi looks confused. You can tell Iwobi's like, what the hell's going on here? So that's why Nigeria won. Dude, Nigeria didn't qualify for initially they didn't qualify for the World Cup, right?
Also, we are forgetting Bafana.
South Africa.
They seem to be on fire.
Unless Robert's here. But I don't trust South Africa to win anything. No.
Those guys,
But there's a lot of
they
good
have
players,
qualified
though.
for the World Cup. So I think they don't. I'm not saying they have good players. I'm saying like it might be a good underdog story to watch because they seem to have a lot of psych.
I've got a question. At what point do you consider South Africa not an underdog? It's the largest economy in Africa. They've got the best league.
They also have the best corruption, bro.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Well, the problem with
the
South Africa.
Yeah.
Also, I think South Africa, what really hurts them the most is that they don't have a lot of exports. I think they have, when it comes to Africa, I think their league is actually one of the best in Africa. But in terms of
It's
them
the best
having-
marketed as well, right? Because in terms of watching it
Yes.
around the world and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to exports out of South Africa, they don't have many exports. So I think sometimes that will hinder them because you need these players who have got this experience in Europe, let's say in Europe, maybe even South America, But South Africa lacks those many players. So that's why I term them as underdogs most of the time. And how even if you look at the top teams in their league, is it the Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates that mostly compete? It's just like the Bundesliga of Africa.
Wait. Who's the Bundesliga?
I haven't watched Super Disc in a long time, so I don't know if Sundowns are good. Because I know Sundowns, I think, went to the... one of the South African teams went to the Club World Cup, didn't they?
Yes.
So, yeah. So I think Kaizer Chiefs, so it's been a while. I live in Canada now. I haven't watched... is it still called Super Disc? I haven't watched it in a long time. But yeah.
Okay. On the next episode of Random Leagues, we're going to talk about the Peruvian second tier.
But I only joined because I heard Robert specify that
Matu P2 FC.
that we should get Guendouzi, and I was losing my mind here because I'm like,
No, Guendouzi is actually playing properly.
I don't know if you've seen Guendouzi. We got 2 super chats from Tabi. Let me just read it out. He says Onana isn't there. Also, Cameroon are good? ? They didn't make the World Cup in an easy group. Yeah, but being good in AFCON versus being good in elsewhere is 2 different things. Plus, don't they still have a chance to get in through the wild card or something? Cameroon? No.
I know Congo's playing Jamaica. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
that's why I know who's playing.
And Congo's getting through, bro. Congo's got a great team.
Yeah,
but how do we have the best corruption? South Africa's biggest problem is lack of exports, in part due to lack of diaspora in Europe. How do we have the best corruption? It's actually because of the Indians, bro. From what I know, because there's a lot of Indians in South Africa, and we have brought our best brand of corruption from India into South Africa, as far as I know. I'm serious. I'm not even joking, guys. There's a lot of Indians in South Africa, and a lot of the business, a lot of the like rich people in South Africa are Indians, and there's these 2 brothers that scammed the shit out of the South African government, and then are exiles in Dubai or something like that. So
and just some law for us Kenyans, because we know that specific South African family. They also robbed. I think what they buy from us, Robert.
You know who I'm talking about, right? The two Indian brothers.
Yeah, no,
They bought I think like something in the airport or something in Kenya. Like they're well known for being very corrupt, like being able to access large governments. They did the same thing in Kenya too. But there's a reason why we're not talking as Kenyans. I have to get back home. One day I have to go home. I can't say much.
You don't want to be turned around at the airport.
No. I don't want to get picked up literally as I land in. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I love South Africans.
Yeah. It's gonna be Robert brought in for questioning to see what he's said. You know, he's a student trying to study computer science, so they already know he's a liberal, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
probably has some anti-government sentiment.
If Robert's political career goes the way that we hope, Nelson shouldn't have anything to worry.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He still has like he's 20, so he still has like 15 more years before he can run.
Oh yeah, from the government? Is that what you mean?
No, for run for presidency.
I think he can run from the government right now.
For presidency.
Yeah. Robert, tell us how you feel about the Kenyan government in as much detail as you want.
Please, Robert. Please talk about the Kenyan government. Please watch as he gets literally picked up during this call.
This is putting.
I'll just be honest.
The edge.
The Kenyan government asked me to go to the point I no longer watch news nowadays because I'm like, if I watch it, I'll just end up being angry. Everything just makes you angry about this nation. So the best thing is if you don't even look at it or listen to it. That's even I don't know anything about AFCON because I'm trying to detach from anything to do with Africa because these guys can make you very angry. They make you leave it. You sit down and watch some reports from any African TV station and you'll be mad. You'll get so mad and you'll be like, you know what, let me just switch this thing off. Because you look at the kind of things that are happening in Africa and you're like, how are these things happening? Can these guys even see that we are being turned on against each other just for things to be happening here and for the higher ups to be happy?
Oh shit, guys. He's been silenced. I'm just kidding.
I actually thought
we lost the connection. Shaylin was believing it. There's some black magic. Robert's gonna do a press conference afterwards. He's gonna say there's some black magic being done by the other side. I hear you. But listen, man. I think politics everywhere. Like what you're describing is voter apathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a common thing. Like, have you seen, bro? Our leader left the country and now he's with Katy Perry. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, yeah. But,
our leader is in some pretty suspicious files.
Oh yeah. Shaylin's the most likely to get picked up.
Yeah, you're the one who's.
Yeah.
You should speak.
Like, Shaylin, is that an Arab name? What are you doing with these flight lessons? We're gonna bring you in for questioning. Yeah, this is a great show, guys. Merry Christmas, by the way. Meanwhile, Shaunak is actually in probably the most corrupt country in the world, and he's also pretty likely to be picked up, to be fair, with the Modi government.
He's the one paying them. They're not picking him up. They're afraid of being picked up by him.
Oh yeah. Shaunak's the guy pulling.
Actually, the state in Kenya is really bad that one day you're with people, the next you hear like, dude just saw a Subaru, got abducted, and it's done. You never hear from them again. If you hear from them, they come back to you with loads of injuries, then boom.
It's what I've been saying. Please stop referencing the Kenyan government for the last 5 minutes. I know enough of what's going on to be like, let's move on.
Is that what's happened to your top footballers, and that's why you're not in AFCON? They just keep getting abducted.
No, we suck. That's the bottom. We are so poor. It's shocking. Uganda's there, Tanzania's there. They represent us. They're all gonna get beat. It's fine. But East Africa sucks at this point.
I like how the conversation went from Gunduzi to AFCON to politics.
That's how much Nelson hates
Yes,
Guendouzi.
Yeah, that's how much I
Reminds him
hate
of
him,
corrupt
that's-
governments. How did this panel become a political show? Because it's Christmas, man. You know, nothing screams politics and voter apathy like Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, Santa Claus should maybe go back to where he came from. Is all I'm saying. After Christmas is done. After
Make
Christmas
Footy
is
with
done,
an
guys.
edge great again.
To
Yeah.
avoid getting cancelled, do we believe the Indicala thing that we actually are looking at Yan Diomande?
I thought you were gonna say, "Do you believe in Santa Claus, bro?" Come on, that would have been the right thing to ask.
That I obviously believe.
Yeah,
But,
some 5-year-old is unsubscribing right now. Indy Kayla, what did he say this time?
He said that we're in for Yan Diomande. He said that
Of
even before the
course.
game.
Of
Bro.
course, it's like the Semenyo is done. Next option is Yan Diomande.
I'm
Mhm.
sure he listened in on like a segment of the stream when we mentioned Yan Diomande and said, "Yeah, this would be a great person to just link into."
Yeah,
That,
I
like,
mean,
he
he's
ticks
just
all the boxes, yeah.
he's just doing the obvious stuff, right? You know, Ivory Coast is playing a game. Next, he's gonna say before the Cameroon game that Onana, Trabzonspor want Onana on a permanent. You know, it's just all tap-ins, and it's just obvious stuff. Like honestly, he's giving us another person to hate in front of Fabrizio, because this guy's so annoying.
him-
or
him
not this
getting
guy, it's a
validated.
bunch of people.
Him getting validated by Ornstein was one of the worst things to happen in 2025 and for football.
But has it been reputable since? Or has it been, because I'm not on Twitter, so
No.
I only ever just see the reports come up. No? Okay.
No. He just
I mean,
got that one
they've said
Baleba thing.
Amram's gotten. They've said Amram is about to get sacked like 6 times. They've said
Yeah.
Arnie Slot is about to get sacked 6 times. So yeah, I don't know.
You know,
I don't want
the
either of
behind
those
him?
things to come true.
He's apparently some guy who's like flipping burgers or something like that. Just tweeting this out, pretending he's a real journalist. or
There's
something.
no. It's a team of 5 elite reporters, is what their X page says.
The word elite is being used very loosely.
Yeah. Very liberally. Guys, I'm watching this AFCON game, bro, and I'm gonna be honest. It's reminding me of like a championship game. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like physicality, vibes, and then you know, if you can make
Yeah,
it in
but-
the AFCON, you can play in the Premier League. That's the vibes
Yeah.
I'm getting.
But I think that is much more interesting than European games. You watch some games and they're like, the 3-5. You have wingers here and there. I think it's
Oh
much
yeah,
more
San
interesting.
Marino, England. The San Marino, England. when all the England supporters are like, it's coming home because we beat San Marino. Yeah.
It's why I've always wondered why Premier League teams didn't go for African players, because they are all physical, literally.
It's
every
because of
single one of
AFCON,
them.
bro. It's because
Yeah.
of this tournament. It's because FIFA doesn't want to. It's actually so disrespectful of FIFA to put this tournament in the middle of the year, because they want to buy the votes of the African whatever football federations, right?
Yeah.
For whatever the Infantino, whoever runs it right now.
Mhm.
They want to buy the votes, so they want to give them the tournament, but they don't respect them enough to make space for them in the summer, right? Every other federation has like the CONCACAF, the AFC, all of those tournaments happen in the summer. It's just the AFCON that happens in January. So that's the only reason, dude. I think literally if you're talking about getting infrastructure into all of these countries, I think the biggest reason that's stopping an African country from winning the World Cup is FIFA. I'd go as far as to say that. Because if they just moved AFCON to the summer, found a way to put it into the summer, you'd see a surge of African players being signed by the top teams.
I think they've already done that, because the next AFCON is going to be in the summer.
Yeah, but then they put the Club World Cup.
And then they put the Club World Cup, which pushes it to this.
So every other AFCON will be in the summer, which still
yeah.
means if you're looking to sign him right after the Club World Cup,
Yeah.
African players, their prices will go up.
Mhm.
And then just before the next time it's again going to be in the winter, the prices are going to go down.
Go down. Because I saw what Robert said. I sometimes get these Nigerian channels on my algorithm, and they're discussing that if you have a top African player, they're possibly going to play 100 games this year, which means injuries. Because if they played in the Club World Cup, they played in 38 games in the league, however many League Cups, domestic cups, and then Champions
When deep
League
in AFCON.
and
Yeah.
World Cup. Yeah, you're going to play 100 games. Like Marmoush could genuinely play 80, 90
he's
games.
injured though. He's injured.
Yeah, he's
though.
always injured. Yeah.
Yeah. I still can't believe he gets paid 300K a week.
That's ridiculous.
He's paid,
For what?
actually
He's a
putting
good
it
player,
in
but
context,
not
he's paid the same
300K.
amount as Bruni.
Yeah.
How much did they
Oh,
get?
what's
back?
that?
I think it was 80
They,
million.
70, 80 million. They paid
Yeah.
a high
Yeah.
transfer fee and then
80
crazy
million.
wages. I think that
This-
wage would barely be justified if he was a free transfer. The fact
Yeah.
that they paid 80 for him and then paid that wage is madness.
But
I
it's
think
'cause they were
David
struggling,
Alaba was
right?
making 400K when he went on a free transfer from Munich to Madrid.
Yeah.
Alaba was making 400K, like with I think maybe base, but that's again for Madrid on a free transfer, right? So that's crazy work.
But I think Frankfurt just realized, because remember, they bought him when they were struggling, when they were going through that bad patch of games during when people thought Guardiola might leave. That's why they bought
Yeah.
Marmoush.
Well, they got
Or
him
they
on
were
a free,
desperate.
I think.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch this?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm watching on the side too.
Mozambique keeper just wiped out 2 of his own players and a Cote d'Ivoire player, and the ref goes the other way. Oh my god. Okay, keeper didn't even do anything.
If
I need
you're
to
watching
figure
for
out-
like regular fouls, oh buddy, this is what I said. If Ahmed keeps playing this well, he will get an injury. Someone will take him out. I 100% see that happening.
Yeah.
I need to figure out a way to watch this in India.
Just stream it, man. I'm not paying for this.
Is
Ah.
what you would say if
Yeah,
you know,
allegedly.
you weren't- yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly what you would
Sources say.
yeah.
Sources say. Yeah. Oh, Indy Kalo's breaking this right now, guys. Footy with an edge, not paying for AFCON stream.
But I don't understand how English people like watch games, because I see the way they break down the whole streaming thing. It's so
Oh, it's so bad, dude.
it's
It's
so
so bad.
stupid. That the
It's
games
so
you
bad.
can
The
watch,
blackout
you
games.
can't watch it.
Yeah.
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 What the hell is that? What the hell is a blackout game?
It's like some archaic rule or law.
And they genuinely crack down on people who are like, with the whole whatever they do.
What is
pirating thing.
happening right now?
Really?
Did
Yeah.
you watch the sequence? Oh my god. The keeper
What?
just made like 3 saves. Sorry. What did you say, Shauna?
No, I was just with the whole the UK games stuff. They actually cracked down on the pirating and stuff, which is like insane. You first of all, it's like the title of the stream is what? Midfielders or something.
Yeah. Who
But
cares,
yeah,
dude? It's
That's
Christmas Eve. There's 100 people watching. They're just chilling. We're all just chilling.
Yeah,
Holy
from what
shit.
I've
You want me to,
heard-
would you prefer I went to Twitch and put myself in the just chilling category?
Yo, for those of you guys who watch NBA Night, we got a cool question. If Wemby was a football player, what position does he play?
Goalkeeper,
Bench
no?
warmer. I don't know.
He's 7'5".
extremely tall.
He's a center back for sure. He can't play goalkeeper.
Why?
What do you?
7'5"?
Yeah,
Which
who's gonna run
outfield
it?
position is he
can't-
gonna play?
He has
How
no
would you be
balance,
afraid
dude.
of him?
He has no
Have you
balance.
seen him run?
That's why I think he needs to play center back. It would be so entertaining.
What?
Oh.
To be fair, he could cover like half the pitch in like 4 strides.
True. That's true.
You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
picture him dribbling.
No, but he's just like Messi's gonna go fully under his legs,
Yeah.
like between his legs, just fully pass through him. So he's not gonna have the balance to do any of that. I think goalkeeper, even with goalkeeper, like for him to save with his feet will be very difficult because even getting his feet
getting
down,
Yeah.
getting down with his arms, he's gonna have to do everything with his feet, and he's got like twig legs.
He's just gonna have to worry about not getting accidentally giving away a handball because of his
Yeah.
long arms.
That's another
when
problem.
he's defending.
his crazy arm reach. Oh my days. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a picture of Luka Doncic standing next to the Real Madrid keeper, the Belgian one, Thibaut Courtois.
Courtois?
Courtois.
Yeah,
He-
Courtois.
Doncic is looking down at him. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
'cause he's
realize that's how
6'7".
tall
He's
these guys
6'7",
are. Yeah.
Dude, Steph Curry looks like a miniature man on the NBA
And he's
court, but he's
6'4".
6'3". He's 6'3".
Yeah, 6'3". Yeah.
So he'd be I'd be looking up at Steph Curry, and he looks like a baby on the court. Like he looks like a baby in front of Wembanyama. So you
Yeah.
imagine what Messi looks like, dude.
Oh,
If you guys have seen Spud Webb like play basketball or play in the dunk contest and all that, Spud Webb is Messi's height. And imagine Spud Webb trying to play with a football, not even use his hands, and go up against Wemby in defense. It would be horrible. It would be like watching a circus, honestly. It would be bad.
true.
Nelson said 6'7". I said 6'7", to be fair. Yeah. Yep. That's where it's come to. Full
That's where
circle
it's
from
come
politics
to.
back to the memes.
I think it's a good thing you didn't have the panel at the beginning, where you didn't get the time to actually set the agenda.
No, yeah, it's fine. This is what happens. The one day I don't prepare an agenda. The one day I don't set up the agenda, this is what happens.
You know how sometimes YouTube has that timestamp thing where it's like the general topic. It goes from Gunduzi, politics, AFCON to random 6-7 memes somehow. Yeah.
You just gotta wait until the AI summary comes out.
Oh my days! Yeah,
You ask, what was this video about?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. Yan Diomande has not impressed me in this game, because I think
he's a potential player. He's purely a potential player, because I've seen some of his goals in the Bundesliga this year too, and he's not getting those goals in the Premier League.
No.
Right. It's just like the team's all over the place. So much space provided to him, and some teams just kind of give up in the Bundesliga. I think even if United are probably in a title race if we play in the Bundesliga.
100%.
I think the basic physical level of the Prem is just a lot more than many. Especially I watch Serie A a lot, and the pace of the league. You watch the players. It's technical, but it is very slow. Like you watch, like for example, like just some random mid-table club in the Prem. It's so much faster.
Oh yeah,
stronger as well. They don't let you play, right? The reaction time for closing people down is much better. I always go to James Tarkowski as like my benchmark, English defender or defensive player, because he's just a shit house. He'll rough you up, right? You'll feel it. Whereas, a lot of these continental players, right? They're kind of used to getting space. Like you see that even with Ekitike, someone who's been having a decent time. You see him getting bumped and stuff like that, and he looks like, dude, what the hell? Like, are we playing a different sport, right? And Wirtz too, like took 16 games to give an assist.
I just want to say with, you can finish. I think.
No, I'm done. Go for it.
Yeah, with Gunduzi, I had a wild shout from midfield. I had watched him last season, Nicolo Rovella at Lazio, but he's like a risk.
He's a little
for me.
short, isn't he?
He's like 180, I think. So like, that's what 5'11", I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he has green bars, but the main issue I have with him is that he seems very passive on the ball. Like he's more interested on like keeping the ball, like rather than playing that incisive pass into the. If you look at his scouting report, the complete one, you go into like his final third passes or some. There is some statistic for that. That is lacking. That is the only thing for me.
But don't you think Barella would be like the Casemiro replacement?
I think he said Rovella.
Rovella. Oh, I thought you said Barella.
No,
okay, sorry.
Rovella, yeah.
Okay.
You're just listening to Rihanna songs, Nelson.
I heard Barella and I was like, oh yeah, he's cold. But
Rovella, Barella.
Yeah.
No, I think Barella would be very good because I think,
that's what I was noting so much. I'm like, he'd be excellent for our team, but
I was like,
but I'm like, but can we get it though? That was my question.
You know what I find amazing is how truly wait, who did we lose? We
Eyelid
lost
left.
your client, bro.
Shailen.
He's
Another
coming back, he's
another
coming
client
back.
leaves Nelson.
He's coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, just like Baleba's making a comeback this year.
Yeah, that was a warning
see it.
instead of a.
Guys, we have ICE agents outside Shailen's house. I think that's what's
there we
happened.
go. Yeah. Sorry, should have
but-
spoken there.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? It always amazes me how much time people have just to spend on United, because he's like, go look at Rovella, then go look at his complete stats. he's sitting here. It's like 1 a.m. for Sean. He's talking about Rovella. I love it. I remember Sean was here one of the days. He was talking about like what somebody's hobby, like one of the players that has a hobby. I was like, bro, how do you have all this time? Like I barely have time to make content here, and you guys seem to have so much more research than me. I love it. It's amazing. Seriously, the
Yeah.
ball knowledge though that some people have, because the collective ball knowledge, right? Individually, obviously, nobody knows everything, but the collective knowledge that I see on the stream sometimes is just fascinating, dude. It's amazing. Nightwing says, search YouTube for Wemby plays football.
I've seen it dribble. I've actually he can do kip ups, but I've never seen him like. I can't assume he can go left and right.
Bro, I'm sure Phil Jones could have done keep ups as well.
No chance. Phil Jones, no chance.
Keep ups, like, he can do keep ups, dude. Every footballer can.
No.
Dude, it's a 1-star skill move in FIFA. Okay,
Scholes said he couldn't do keep ups.
Phil Jones.
No, Scholes. Scholes said he couldn't do
Scholes
keep
could-
ups.
Yeah, but we don't need him to do keep ups.
Yeah, that was his
We're
point,
looking
right?
at the crap players. Yeah. Let's see. Wemby.
I also don't know how to do keep-ups.
Say that again, Robert.
Yeah, but you just need to know how to run the country, bro. Just why do you
I
care?
don't know how to do keep-ups also.
I know. This is
I
our
can
issue with-
do like
with
3 or
Ken.
4. Yeah.
You should be able to.
Yeah. Okay.
You never did that in school, Robert?
Me?
Huh?
No,
Oh, Robert.
Robert, because in our school, like when we had PE, that's the stuff that we used to do.
Oh, for me, I didn't start off liking football in the first place. I liked basketball, but I reached my growth limit. I reached 6'1".
Bro, how many
Well,
years do you have in these 19 years? Like, tell me, you're telling us you're watching football since you were 8, and he's like, I didn't start watching football. Like, okay,
He started basketball at 4.
you're getting some streams in your womb, bro. Like, what's going on?
What I mean is I watched football solely because of some people who were around me. You get me? So that's why I started getting heavily into football when I saw that fantastic goal. The second one, when he scored so that you could win the league. I don't know whether you guys
Did you
remember
say Van
Mm.
Basten or Van
Van
Persie?
Persie.
Van
Van
Persie said
Persie.
Van
Oh,
Persie.
Persie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then
that's
on top of all,
2013.
2013, 2014.
Okay.
Then also I remember then the flying Dutchman was like, those goals are elite. Then when I joined middle school, I had this friend, he loved football so
Guys.
much.
Look at Wembanyama. How big this guy looks, man.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Is this when he was playing the Monks? Or oh no, this is
This is Costa Rica. He's playing in Costa Rica, bro.
Like he looks like a praying mantis. Like look at the size of it.
I'm gonna play 1
That's-
second of this clip and never again ask me to play this. But look at that. Okay, great.
You can't see
Fine,
anything.
when I did
It's
that,
just
yeah.
it's just pictures.
Okay, it's not for some reason not playing properly. Oh,
Is he
there we
playing
go.
with Air Maxes?
I think so. But yeah, this video is not playing for some reason, but probably for the best. Not lose my monetization. But yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, Ivory Coast won 1-0. I think they could have scored about 10 goals.
Yeah.
I saw so many chances that they didn't execute properly, but good for Ahmad. He scored. We have the Cameroon and Gabon lineups up. Let's see. Cameroon is playing a 3-5-1-1. Great. Inventing new formations. What the fuck is a
I'm actually
3-5-1-1,
pulling
bro?
that up.
Okay, we have Epasi playing it. Devis Epasi playing in. Okay, guys, so no Mbumo till the Man City game.
Mbuma's
No,
playing.
he's
no?
playing.
He's
Playing.
playing.
No, I'm
He's
saying
at times.
Onana's not starting for them.
Oh yeah, true. They'll go deep now.
Yeah, they'll go super deep. They're winning AFCON, and Buma probably gets injured. It's just all the bad luck. They have a midfielder named Loader.
Yeah, I've never seen him before. Loader.
Danny Namaso Eddie Mesumbe Loader.
Where does
Sounds
he
like
play?
a Middle Eastern sheikh. He plays for Ligue 1 Auxerre
Oh,
on
okay.
loan from Porto. Interesting. Born in England, he plays for the Cameroon national team.
It's interesting that Aubameyang isn't actually. They didn't call him up. He must have retired. Or Gabon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Royce Openda. You know who I would have liked actually in our team? Luis Openda. I thought he would have been good for us. But he hasn't lit the world up after going to Juventus either.
Well,
Very
the
surprising.
one guy I thought we should go for, because we looked like we were being desperate for strikers, was Jonathan David.
I
And
knew
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
As Canadians,
This is not
Yeah.
we would have loved
he's
him.
not good actually.
no, he's
I'll
not
be
good.
honest. He and Manu Kone, and this is why I get pissed when I hear the word the name Manu Kone around.
Who, Manu
Yeah, he's
Kone?
not
No,
really splash.
He's a
Yes.
good finisher. Jonathan David's
Yeah.
a good finisher. He's 2-footed as well.
But he
My
just,
problem with him is he seems like the collar up type of guy. You know what I mean? Like just wants the fame more than the actual stuff. Because the way he treated Lil, I think wasn't he at Lil?
Yeah, he was a little.
With-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
thought
I
he
think
could
he got
get
a pretty
big
good
move.
salary.
Yeah, he thought
Yeah.
he could be. And to be fair, he did go to Juventus. But like Vlahovic
Yeah, but
struggled. And I
Juventus
think
is-
Vlahovic is clearly a better striker than him.
Bro, they're paying Vlahovic
Yeah.
$400K a week, so Juventus will pay anybody any money they want.
What?
Juventus,
There was a
Juventus
point
are
we
in
were
a-
linked with him, weren't we? There was a point we were really linked
Vlahovic,
with
yeah.
Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
Yeah.
Before he went to from Fiorentina to Juventus, I think.
Yeah.
And then maybe one summer after that. But
Every
let me
time
see
we need a
how much money
striker,
they
it's
give.
Vlahovic.
It's
Like,
every time. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the Gaitan era, where every time
Yeah.
we needed a winger, every single summer was
Even Bale.
Gaitan.
How many times
Oh,
did
yeah,
we get
Bale.
linked to Bale?
Oh,
Bale, Milenkovic Savic
Cruz.
from Lazio.
Milinkovic
Serge
Savic.
Milinkovic
To
Savic.
this
Oh,
day, I wanted Milinkovic Savic. He was so good. Oh,
Yeah.
he would work for us now, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Even though he's in
really
Saudi.
sad. There's this guy who I was so gutted. I think it's Bruno G, because I followed Bruno G and Paqueta for so long when they were still in the French
Yeah.
league.
Mm.
And he failed to sign Bruno G. I was like, damn, we've lost a gem. And
Robert, that's how I feel about Kamara. Like, I genuinely think Lamine
Lamine
Kamara.
Kamara?
Yeah, if
Bro,
he,
he's
if he moves,
crazy.
well,
I'm telling
it's
you,
gonna
he's
be
the
a problem.
Conte regen.
Yeah,
He's the Conte
Because-
regen.
I'll be honest with you guys, if United is willing to spend 100 million on a midfielder, they'd rather spend it on Bruno G. I'd rather they spend it on Bruno G.
Bruno
than
G.
Anderson.
Guimaraes from
Oh.
Newcastle. Newcastle's
Yeah,
never
you know-
selling him though.
Yeah,
That's what,
he's also
that's
old.
what
No,
if
he's
they're
like
willing to
29.
spend 100 million on a midfielder, they better sign Bruno
That
G.
old.
Wait, Robert, you would sign Bruno G over Anderson?
I would. I'll be honest with you guys. I would, because I've followed Bruno G for so long, and that guy is typically Bruno. You see the way Bruno plays? Bruno G has got that Bruno Fernandes in him. He
Yeah,
can do everything. It's not like, I don't see Anderson like an X factor player, but he'll make your team good, honestly. But
Mhm.
Bruno G's got that. There's this thing about Bruno G, you can't explain it, that you find
I
him
know what you mean.
elite player.
He's a leader.
Yes.
He whenever the
Yes.
team is down, he's always carrying. I agree with you. I
He-
think Bruno
he
G is
can
good.
he also got the 10 celebrations in him for one goal. Have you guys seen that video of him doing
Also,
the
he
10
makes tackles. He celebrates tackles as if they are goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We want such a player.
No, he's good, but he's 27. Newcastle's never going to sell him. I think we have more likelihood of getting Tonali from their club, because they have some squad cost ratio issues right now. We did this in the Stat Patters episode where we analyzed how much money they're spending, and they're going to be in a little bit of trouble because of that. And I don't think Newcastle's not getting in the Champions League next year. So they're going to have to sell some of their players. Plus, they way overpaid for Voltamata, like 95 million or whatever they paid for him. That's crazy money. Like Voltemata is
They
like a
paid
40 million player.
95 million. I didn't
think-
keep
I didn't know it was that high, by the way. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't think it was that
genuinely.
high. I thought it was like 60, 70. I didn't think it was that high.
Let me see.
Yeah.
But to
Let
be
me see,
fair,
let me see.
Voltemata is a good player. Like when you watch him, he's actually a really good player.
So they paid 75
he's not-
million euros. 75 million euros. And I think there's some add-ons there too.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought they paid, like 60, 70, but I
So
like
they got it because they missed out on Ekitike, Sheshko,
your
Bella,
crash.
Gyökeres, Bomo.
Yeah.
Like they missed out on everybody because also for me, I wanted us to send Ekitike instead of Sheshko. It's actually one of my mates who put me into Sheshko and was like, since Ekitike has gone to Liverpool, let me look at this guy. And I was like, this guy's actually got something to him. But I preferred Ekitike. I was like, if you have a front line of Ekitike, Bomo, and Kuda, that front line is elite. Because I've still seen Cunha as a complete forward like a Suarez. Cunha can reach Suarez levels if he gets the right development, but it's just a shout.
Suarez?
Suarez is so clear, bro. Suarez is
No. I'm not saying
Suarez-
quality. I'm not saying in terms of quality.
Okay, fair. Okay.
I'm saying in
Okay,
terms
you're
of
saying
the
in terms
profile.
of profile. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. The
Oh,
profile.
that I can see. I can see complete forward. But Sean, like it sounded like you wanted to say something. I was gonna say
Oh, yeah.
something crazy, but go on. Yeah.
Okay, I have a basic take, but like in terms of the strikers that were brought in the Premier League, what Ekitike, Voltemada, Šeško, and Gyökeres, I think those are the main four. I think we actually got a better deal. I think Ekitike is definitely for me the better.
No.
striker.
I'll have a wild shout here before
Igor
Brenduzi
Jesus?
hater goes. I actually think Sheshko is the best out of the four because I'll tell you exactly why. Ekitike, dude, he pulled his pants down for a celebration. Like, what the hell was that? And then he took his shirt off for the Southampton game. He reeks of a player that in 2 seasons is going to throw his toys out the pram, just like Isak did to get the move to Liverpool. He's going to say, "I want to go to Madrid, want to go to PSG,
Yeah.
want to go to Barcelona." So Liverpool are going to sit there, look at those 2 players that they signed, and going to regret it very soon. Whereas Sheshko, he meditates. This guy's like the Wembanyama for football, right? Because 6'5" is tall enough to be Wembanyama in football.
Also,
So-
before Nelson says the wild take, I have a wild take that Gyökeres
Okay.
out of these four is the worst striker. That's enough. That's all I have to say.
Oh, really?
Actually, a hot take
Yeah.
I have. I still think if Arsenal actually went in for Isak instead of Gyökeres,
Yeah.
Arsenal could be clean of everybody in the league. Isak is the kind of striker profile they needed. Somebody who can
I'm-
drop, collect the play, and still be a goal threat.
Oh, damn,
Gyökeres
I
is
forgot Isak in the four. I forgot Isak. Damn.
Yeah.
I just said Ekitike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shonak, he needs time to settle to the Premier League, you know.
Yeah. 130
Um,
million, right?
Yeah, no.
I think the striker I was going to say was Igor Thiago is the best striker
Yeah.
that went through this. But I
Did
don't
he
think
move
anyone
this
had.
year?
Yeah, because of
he
Wilson,
was-
them,
he
right?
Was
Was he there before?
last season?
Was he
Yeah, I
there
think
last
he was
there
there
last
before. He was there. He didn't get any game
Oh.
time. That's the crazy part.
Oh
He didn't
no
get
way!
any
I
game
thought he
time last
came in.
year.
Oh, okay. I thought he came in this year because I didn't see him last year. Because
All of
he's
his
good.
11 goals, for Brentford in 22 appearances have come this year. And he's played 17 games for them this year. So 5 games he played last year for them.
last year. Okay.
I'm
I
pretty sure, yeah.
thought Thiago came in. My bad. I thought Thiago came in this year. So you said Gyökeres. Okay. Now people wouldn't like what I was gonna say. Šeško is the worst of
Is
the
the worst.
of the 5 that came through, and just because, and I'll say why. Not
Yeah.
because of his overall qualities. For our squad, we need a striker who scores, and when you look at the qualities he brought, he was always a second striker. So I found that very off because Gyökeres was a striker who was our number 1 guy, and then we went for Šeško. It felt like those were 2 different profiles.
Nelson, okay, so do I recall you saying you would have liked Harry Kane in this team?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let me explain why I agree with you about the Harry Kane shout. Let's put the money aside, the amount we'd have to pay for him, his age, whatever, bullshit, okay? Harry Kane would be good in this team because he would allow the likes of Cunha and Mbumo to get more goals. right?
Correct.
Because he like almost single-handedly enabled Son to be as good as he was at Tottenham. Because
Yeah.
Son was an excellent finisher, but didn't really give you that much else other than that, right? Like excellent in terms of probably one of the best finishers we've seen in the Premier League all time. Much better than Harry Kane, even if you look at his XG over performance, right?
Mhm.
Harry Kane, the reason he works in this team is the same reason Šeško works in this team. Because if we get somebody who's a Gyökeres type who can, let's say, be a decent box finisher or even an Osimhen type, decent box finisher, then Mbeumo and Cunha, the reason they've been brought in for, which is the XG over performance, don't get to shine in the final third as much because they're forced to create more than they can score. So I think that's why they went for Šeško.
The reason, okay. Oh, but go on. Sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
No, you can go on. You can complete your point. Then I can.
No, the only reason why I hear that argument, we basically went for a better version of Wout
Link up
Weghorst.
player. Somebody's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on, bro.
But that's what Wout Weghorst was. He was a link up
No,
player.
Wout Weghorst, bro. Wout Weghorst was a vibes player. Okay, he was a vibes player. Šeško, the third goal that we scored against Brighton, was that the one? The one where Luke Shaw fouls Ruder, and then he passes it to Dallo, passes it to Šeško, turns around, gives the assist. That's the type of stuff that we're going to see Šeško do a lot more of. The one thing I will say about Šeško is that he's probably the least ready to go in this system right now. That's the only thing you can put against him, because we've bought too many players. Even though we bought Mbeumo and Cunha who are ready to go, in Dorgu and Šeško we bought two players that are not ready yet, and also Diego Leon. Let's be honest, right? We purchased him as a backup wing back, but he's like not even close to it. He's still playing in the under 21s.
Yeah.
So I do think Šeško was a good purchase. It's just a year too early, probably. Or we're a year behind in our development to actually bring him in.
I think. Okay. So with Šeško, I think what he lacks is basic. With Gyökeres as well, I don't think I wouldn't classify him as a box finisher as well, because from what I've seen of him at Arsenal, he always seems to be like like half a second late to those chances, which again for me, I think it is always.
He wants to be a left winger. He reminds me of Darwin Núñez a lot.
It's always he runs into the left channel and it's a finish off his right foot into the space. So the issue with Gyökeres is that I don't know how it will scale to like like what we face. We want our striker to drop off to like provide space for Cunha and Mbeumo, and with Šeško, I think he does lack a few things, which is like the the movements, the double movement. For example, if you go back and watch the Villa game where Watkins did a Watkins did a double movement to create space in behind Aiden Heaven. Šeško seems to lack that sense of or understanding of when to run in behind and when to create that space, which I think it can come with understanding of who is playing with. But I think still I agree with Andy with he's still a good signing for us specifically, because again it gives us his profile. He can jump, he can win headers, and just if you can sort out his movement, I think we have a decent striker in him, like a good striker in him.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I do hear what Nelson is saying, because like the movement thing that you're talking about is so hard to teach, because we see Cavani, players like Cavani who are all about the movement. Actually, if you look at Cavani, it's like I can't really put my finger on how this guy is as good as he is. It's because he does those intangibles, right? Of like the movement at the right time, stopping instead of running, or running instead of stopping, like that type
reading
of
the play. Like the one, there's a guy in United's history that has been severely disrespected, and it was Chicharito, because his reading of where the ball was going, he understood you could tell whenever the winger's position, he wasn't set properly, so he knew the ball was going to go over, or like that's a part about Šeško, and that to me are the best attributes of a striker, is if you have the movement, if you have all of those things, which is Robert's shout about Ekitike. I see all of Ekitike. Ekitike to me is more like Martial levels in terms of dribbling, understanding, reading. He's already there, and then he's got the size, which helps. But Šeško, I can clearly see he needs a second striker. Like, he clearly needs someone who runs behind him. Like he played the best he played was with Openda. Openda was the striker, not him.
But don't you think we have two people to run behind him in Cunha and Mbumo? That's my point.
Yeah,
that's how we played, right?
See that point. Yeah.
Because and also in our team, I think what you're saying, Nelson, if we're talking about the same thing 2 years from now, I would agree with you 100%. If he's not improved those aspects of his game, because when you look at the intangibles, the clean living professional, how much he studies the game and all that, I have full faith that he can learn some of those things, right? Could he be as good as Cavani? I mean, Cavani is like one of the greatest in history, right? I think he's one of the most underrated players in. We put him in our underrated team of the decade. With how good he was. So yeah, I mean, I look at Šeško and I see a lot of the good stuff. Go for it, Robert.
You're actually comparing Šeško to the wrong player. I think compare him to Ibrahimovic. That is what you want Šeško to be. Ibra. That's what I think he should aim to be.
Ibra had so much skill. Like specifically when he was starting, his dribbling ability was elite. His shooting ability was elite. It's all the other stuff that he improved as he got older. Let me clarify about Šeško. We still haven't seen if he has good finishing yet. We still haven't seen that.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier
League,
yeah. Bundesliga, we saw Werner score 20 goals. I'm not gonna.
No, but Ekitike underperformed his XG in the Bundesliga,
Correct.
And he's come to the Premier League in his first season. He's overperforming it right now. So I'm just saying we haven't seen enough data yet.
But the thing about the tangibles of Ekitike is he's a better dribbler. He has other aspects that I like. Šeško, he does have decent control. His passing is a lot better than what I assumed I'd seen from him. He clearly is he's good with his feet, but we haven't seen enough. Like I'm not saying he's a flop, by the way. I just say he clearly is a developmental player, but I'm not expecting 15 goals from him. Even in
also,
5 years. I don't see 15 goals.
In 5 years?
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever get to 15.
That's a weird shout. Let me remind you something, Nelson.
Yeah.
You have to remember that he also did not have a preseason. You've seen what a preseason has done for the league. Now imagine if we have this group of players and all of them get a preseason. As much as preseason is downplayed, we have seen that it's actually good. And also, I think come the last 15 games of the season, United will be one of the best teams in the league during that period of time, because I think that's the period of time we will start catching steam in our team. Because that's
also the lack of Europe and all that, right? Other teams will be deep in other competitions. I actually think, Nelson, I'll tell you what, you're talking about 15 goals in 5 years. I think you would be impressed if Šeško finishes this season with 10 goals, and I think he's going to.
Oh yeah, no, if he finishes the season with 10 goals, I'd be. Does he have now?
And that's in the Premier League. He has 2 right now.
2? Okay. Yeah, I don't think he'll get 10.
I'm telling you, he's going to get 10 this year.
You think so? Oh, yeah. Buddy.
Friendly bet.
Friendly bet. No, when we meet up, I'll get you whatever you want. Sure. I'll get you a beer or something. But like for sure, I don't see 10. 10 is actually a really hard thing to get in this league. Like it's usually elite strikers that get 10 plus.
I understand. My point is the system, the way it's set up, it is set up to create a lot of second chances for him, if not the first. Right, which is the balls in the box. It lands to him. I actually like the goal he scored at Sunderland, right, where somebody knocked it on and then he got it. He was holding off one player and he scored it, which Rishi claimed was a better goal than the Mount goal, by the way. Which I'm still pissed about that. But he's holding off 4 players. I went and watched a replay. There's one guy on him behind him. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I think Šeško gets 10 goals in the league this year. So we'll see. Friendly bet.
Yeah. I'm good for that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Cool, guys. That's it for today. I mean, did we talk about anything? It's just a live stream, to be honest. But at least for those of you that are watching live, there's enough content in the first 30 minutes because we did talk about the midfield signings. There's a lot of free agents out there, man, and I think Ineos is looking at this, rubbing their hands, being like, we don't have enough money right now. The Semenyo thing was just we were just trying to be opportunistic. I don't think they actually have 60 million to spend. So I'd be happy with one midfielder, one defender. I think that's kind of what we're looking at in January.
And before you go, I want to remind you guys something like the guys who are doing business for us are the guys who are doing business for City. And that season which City made the Champions League, the next season they wanted to sign Harry Kane. And Tottenham actually wanted 150, but City just wanted to pay 100. And they really needed a striker. And they did not buy a striker that summer. So I don't think it's even going to get any better for us. I don't see us making a signing in January because these are the same guys.
Yeah, but Robert, the city squad in general was. I know what you're saying. You're saying the same decision makers are now working for us, but the city squad in general was in a better place, right? The downfall for them to not getting Harry Kane wasn't Pep getting sacked, whereas now if we don't get some players in through the door, Amram could legitimately get sacked because the results could get bad, right? If you look at our last 5 games or whatever, we haven't collected that many points. And it could be more of the same. Like we could get to 25 games in the season and be on like 40 points. And that could be really bad for us. So anyways, it's a good shout, but I'm telling you, we're in a very different position to City. So let's see what happens. Cool. Guys, thank you guys for watching. We will see you again tomorrow. Merry Christmas again. And we'll be here on Christmas Day. So maybe you guys can chime in for a nice little chill stream and also spend some time with your loved ones. Thank you, Nelson. Merry Christmas. Robert, Merry Christmas. Shauna, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
Merry Christmas.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye bye.